Brian Eyler from the Stimson Center in Washington, D.C. You know, I first came to the Mekong when I was living in China 20 years ago, and I saw these huge dams being constructed on the Mekong in the upstream in China. You know, I was really impressed by those dams, but I didn't really understand the impacts that those dams would have years later in places like the Mekong Delta far downstream. Now, in the last years, I've traveled from China all the way to Vietnam, writing stories about farmers and fishers and experts and people in communities and government officials about how their lives are being changed by dams and other impacts to the Mekong, a river on which tens of millions of people need to survive. I took those stories and I put them into a book called Last Days of the Mighty Mekong. And I used what I learned from writing that book and my work at the Stimson Center, which uses cutting-edge science and data research techniques to shine a light on the impacts of dams to promote a more sustainable development pathway for the Mekong. So at my TED Talk, I'm going to introduce an idea that involves a smarter away game for Vietnam to protect the Mekong Delta. And that means we're going to talk about ways that Vietnam can collaborate and cooperate with Laos and Cambodia to promote the renewable energy transition and to more smartly site dams on the Mekong River in ways that reduce impacts downstream and can save the Mekong Delta. So I look forward to meeting you then. Thank you.